स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमः। यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता ह्य सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्। नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्तः कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथो श्रीजगन्नाथो मद्गुरुः श्रीजगद्गुरुः ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Let us spend a few minutes in silence and meditation. Let us offer our salutations to the all-pervading blissful spirit in any name or form we like. Let us offer our salutations to Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, Ma Sharda Devi and Swami Vivekananda, to Adi Shankaracharya and all great teachers, all great saints whose teachings we all have inherited. May they inspire us with love for the truth. We meditate on the spiritual effulgence of the all-pervading blissful spirit, the source of the three worlds. May he illumine our understanding so that we may realize the supreme truth. As you inhale and exhale, think of positive vibrations, pure vibrations, peaceful vibrations, strong vibrations, healthy vibrations, entering into your body and mind. They are destroying all the negativity, impurity, restlessness, weaknesses, and diseases within the body and the mind. Slowly exhale the positive, peaceful, and other vibrations. Meditate on the divine blissful form of the all-pervading reality deep in your heart. Let us pray for the well-being of all people, for the good health, the peace of the whole society. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. May all be happy, may all be peaceful, may all be free from danger, may all see what is good, may all realize what is good, may none be subject to misery. Om asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, mrutyorma amrutangamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om. Harihi Om. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Harihi Om. Tapo Bhikshina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam ATMA BODHO Vidhiyate. Tapo Bhikshina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshunam Apekshoyam ATMA BODHO Vidhiyate. Shankaracharya writes, composes this Atma Bodha for the welfare and purpose of the purified, the sadhakas who are purified through the practice of austerities, tapas, and because of the tapas, all the papas, all the samskaras, kusamskaras instincts, everything is purified, then they are peaceful in heart, Shantanam. They have given up all the cravings of the heart and subconscious mind, Vita Raginam. Why? Because they are mumukshus, moksham ichha, desirous of liberation. For such people, Atma Bodha is very, very relevant. It is the first shloka of Atma Bodha. Last Sunday we were dealing with the 38th shloka, little bit of 37 also. Before that we will chant 38 and then go forward. Those who have the papers or the book, please repeat. Others also can repeat by listening carefully. Vivikta desha asinaha virago vijitendriyaha bhavayedekamatmanam tamanantamananyathihi. Vivikta desha asinaha virago vijitendriyaha bhavayedekamatmanam tamanantamananyathihi. Meaning is very interesting, very wonderful shloka. It's a practical shloka on nididhyasana, where you have to meditate. The sages have again and again told us, and Sri Ramakrishna has insisted on this, solitary place, Vivikta desha, where there is no disturbance from others. Sitting in a solitary place. And asinaha, select the place, neat and clean place. Freeing the mind from desires, viragaha. Ragaha is attachment, viragaha is detachment. Constantly telling the mind to be detached, 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 and not getting involved in various objects. Controlling the senses, vijitendriyaha. Meditate with unswerving attention, bhavayed eka atmanam. Bhava, very difficult to translate into English. It's a very beautiful word. Bhava Shuddhi, when we say, we can only say purity of the mind. But still more deeper is there. Our emotions, our mind, our thoughts, our past, present, future, all come under the box called Bhava. In that Bhava, in the feeling, only one thought remains, Ekam Atmanam. The one remains, the many come and pass. One is that very important thing. So in that quiet place, in the solitary place, you will get ample time and opportunity to cut off the unwanted portions of the Atma. Like a sculptor. What does the sculptor do? He takes a raw stone, a shapeless stone, and he brings a Krishna image out of it. A Buddha comes out of it. A Sri Ramakrishna image may come out of it. What is he doing? He is removing the unwanted portions of Sri Ramakrishna image or Krishna image or Buddha image by sculpting it out. These are things should not be there. And out pops out Buddha, or pops out an image of a god or a goddess or anybody else. So, bhavayed ekam atmanam tamanantam ananyathihi. Anantam, the nature of the Atman is anantam. Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Ananda, Ananta Swarupaha. Infinity. There is nothing as outside, there is nothing as inside. Everywhere, like the sky, like the space, it is occupied. So it is Ananta. Ananta Padmanabha Swami. Infinity. Just you have to visualize the infinity, that's all. That is God. Infinity is God. Ananyathihi. That is also very important. Unswerving attention. Na anyaha ananyaha. There is no other thought other than the Atman. I am the Atman, I am the Atman. Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi. That alone remains. Why are you clinging and why are you putting your hand in all unwanted areas? But Patanjali Maharshi in his Yoga Sutra says, not that easy. There are kleshas, there are obstructions, there will be speed breakers, there will be tests by nature. Sri Ramakrishna has put it into a beautiful example of a fisherman, which we generally tell in our meditation classes. A fisherman has come prepared to catch fish with the fishing rod and all the equipment required, all the worms that are required for attracting that fish. And he is sitting the side of the lake. Why has he come there? With the one single idea that he has to catch fish. Ananya manas. Only matsya I want, only the fish I want. Here, please keep in mind the faith of the fisherman, the nishtha of the fisherman. Nothing else in his life. That is his business. That is his, maybe his food. He sells fish. So he has to catch. It will take long time. If you take the olden times, there was no steamboats, there were no mechanized boats, there were no nets properly. So he has got only the fishing rod with a wheel and two wheels, one on the top, one in the below. And he's got all the equipment, faith is there, nishtha is there, he has come. So there will be iron ball for that thread, for the rope, and for that there is a hook. He puts one or two worms there, which the fish get attracted. He throws that into the lake. The iron ball is sinking into that lake, drowning slowly, slowly it is going inside, and he is operating, concentrating on the water. There are so many fish. Statement of faith, it's a fact. Then the splash of the iron ball, all the fish get scattered. This we have to visualize in our meditation. And after some time again the fish comes because of the calmness. And now they are attracted by the smell of that worms, of the food. That's a trap. And maybe one or two fish are sensuous, they are attracted by the taste, they try to catch it. As long as the fish doesn't get stuck in the hook, will the fisherman go for a cup of coffee? Will he go to talk to somebody? Not at all. Ananya chinta. There's nothing else except that. Ananya chinta. He's seeing. And he has to control his body. Vijitendriyaha. And Sri Ramakrishna says there will be a test for any great work, any good work. Tests. Nature will test you. Are you sincere? And what is the test? Suppose he is sitting that side and the back side there is a lake, there is a road. He is in front of the lake. And there is a marriage party which comes in the road with all the band and the drum and the crackers and all those fellows making lot of noise. Sri Ramakrishna observes this and says that fisherman, so much concentrated, ananya chinta, he doesn't even turn 1 inch to see what is that noise. Vijitendriya, he has detached himself. His audio is cut off. Because and that moment fish is about to get caught. If he turns back and sees who that is and why they are making so much noise, it will take another half an hour for him. So much concentration. And even then, nature will not stop. He says, somebody will come that side. And seeing this man on the lake side, river side, he says, I am coming first time to Hyderabad, first time to Domalguda. Can you tell me the way to Tarnaka or to university? This fisherman is not at all responding. He's cut off his audio, you see. Second time, third time, little louder. Ananya Chinta. So the visitor goes away disgusted because there is no response from this man. And once the visitor has gone a little far away, this man has caught the fish, put it into his basket, pulled it out. And he runs behind that stranger, the newcomer, and says, "Brother, I am staying near the university only. Come, I will take you." And this stranger and the newcomer say, "3 times I asked you at that time, you did not respond. Now you are playing with me." He gets a little upset. He explains, "If I had answered, there would be a shake. My body would shake. The quietness of the ball which is just hanging in the river would be disturbed and the fish would escape. Now that I have finished my work, I will answer." That man says, oh my God, you are my guru. Ananya Chinta, to catch fish. And now we are thinking of Atma Bodha, we are thinking of higher realities, higher evolution, experience of the Atman. How much concentration we have? Maybe can we have 1% of that? That nishtha of the fisherman? Nothing else in my life is important other than Aham Brahmasmi. Then in a splash, that second you will get it. So, there will be obstacles. Patanjali Maharshi also refers to this. He says, 4 obstacles that arise in the subconscious to obstruct the meditator at the advanced stage. Why advanced stage? Why we go so far? At the preliminary stage itself. The first problem is laya. Laya means sleep, nidravastha. Very easy to go into sleep, especially when you are in meditation posture. Meditation is an invitation to sleep. From where it has come, how it is coming, occupying the whole mind, it is a laya. It just floats, just takes you away, kidnaps you. By the time 40 minutes, oh Swamiji, anta baundindi dhyanam. Just swept off. It's a big obstacle. Holy Mother refers to that. And the moment you feel that sleepiness, slap yourself. Not that slap yourself means wake up from that delusion. Don't be caught in the laya, the mood, the wave of sleep. Wake up. Go around, walk around the room. Splash yourself. Do some warm-up exercise. Be practical. Be pragmatic. Come and sit down again. But don't give up the meditation. Don't give up the chinta of dhyana. Don't run behind something else. Swami Yatishwaranji, modern times, he has given a little compromise, discount. He says, if you have to sleep, sleep for half an hour, like cat's nap. He uses the word cat's nap. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just lie down, relax. Come and sit and meditate again. That is how the laya of snidra is overcome, till you gain mastery. So one obstacle is there, sleep while in meditation. Try to avoid. Big awareness is important. Second, vikshepa, which I have already referred to, 3 problems. Mala, vikshepa, avarna. Common in Vedanta. So vikshepa is restlessness, the revolting tendency of the mind. Why should you meditate? I will not allow you to meditate. I want to dance. Restlessness. All past thoughts, varieties of thoughts will come. Can cut it, cut it, cut it. Swami Turiyanji says, have the sword of discrimination by your side and sit for meditation. The sword of discrimination by your side. A warrior will always have a sword. The soldier will always have the gun. The third problem is kashaya. What is kashaya? Veiling the meditator confronts and the meditator confronts a block of nothingness. Total darkness, total dullness. Nothing moves. The engine doesn't start at all. Or darkness or bad vasanas like an impenetrable wall. That is kashaya. That is also a problem. Fourth problem is rasaswada. This is Patanjali Maharishi's klesha theory, obstructions theory, problems theory, kleshavada, rasaswada. What is rasaswada? A taste of bliss will come. Edo ruchi. Anandam ruchi. You will feel it. That is a trap. Be careful with that happiness. Moment some happiness comes, we think we are Paramahamsas. Oh, so happy, so happy. Oh, I have attained happy. What happiness? Dukkham will come afterwards. Just a glimpse. That becomes a, what you call a cocoon. So Brahmanji refers to the eternal companion. He says, be unhappy with your happiness. Can any guru says that? Vedantic guru says, be unhappy with your happiness. It is cheating you. It is trapping you by giving you just a momentary taste and say this is enough for you in this life. And the meditator, he gets locked up in the room of bliss and refuses to go forward. He is comfortable there. So 4 kinds of problems, but that is the challenge. And the human being alone, the meditator alone, the sadhaka alone, the dhira purusha alone can do it. What are the 4 problems? Laya, vikshepa, kashaya and rasaswada. And in the next sloka, after 38, we go into 39. Vivikta desha asinaha viragaha vijitendriyaha bhavayed ekamatmanam tam anantam ananyadhihi. The dhi is very, very important here. Another same sentence comes in the second line, but the first line again, very beautiful words, very beautiful advice, an important advice by Shankara. He says, 39, please repeat. Atmanye vakhilam drishyam pravilapya dhiya sudhihi bhavayedekamatmanam nirmalakasavat sada. Atmanyevakhilam drishyam pravilapya dhiya sudhihi bhavayedekamatmanam nirmalakasavat sada. Again the word bhavayed, ekam atmanam bhavayed. Meditate on the Atman alone, ekam atma alone. Like Nirmala, so pure, stainless sky, Nirmala akashavat. How long you should meditate? Sada, always. There is nothing as 1 hour, there is nothing as 2 hours, there is nothing as periodical, it is sada. There is walking meditation, there is sleeping meditation, there is cooking meditation, there is eating meditation, everything is meditation. As it is mentioned in the Chandogya Upanishad, beautiful, very inspiring concept, experience of the sages. For them, everything is meditating. The sages express it. Dhyayativa Prithvi. Read that passage, feel like just closing your eyes and shutting off all other activities and conceptualizing this meditation of the sages. What does he say? Dhyayativa Prithvi. The Prithvi is meditating on Brahman. Wow. What a wonderful idea. Just imagine the earth spinning around its axis at a very fast pace, just floating in that Brahmanda. And that is meditating on the Brahman. Dhyayativa prativi. Dhyayativa vrikshayaha. The trees are meditating, it seems. Dhyayativa oshadayaha. The herbs are meditating. Dhyayativa vanaspatayaha. Dhyayativa nadyaha. Sarvam dhyayativa. And the long passage, I have just come to the end. Sarvam dhyayati. Everything is, the birds are meditating. As they go from one place to the other, come back in the evenings, it's a meditation on Brahman. Thousands of people going around. A kind of meditation on what? On objects. But the subtle experience of the sages is very, very important to inspire us. Whatever we do is a meditation. If I have that bhava, if I have that meditative awareness, bhavayed ekam atmanam nirmala kashavatsada, like the space which is stainless. Bad smell may come, cow dung smell may come, fish smell may come, some rotten smell in the space. It doesn't get affected, it flows off. The space is space. Kha, it is called space. Khamba yur Brahma. Kham is Brahman. The wise one, the Dhi, Sudhi, Kathoparishad says, Dhira Purusha, Atma Bodha says, Sudhi, one who was purified. The wise one should intelligently merge the entire objective world. Atmanyeva akhilam drishyam. Drishyam is what I am seeing around me, what I am touching. Pravilapya dhiya sudhihi. Intelligently merge the entire objective world in the Atman, pravilapya. Going back from where it has come. In the Atman alone, and constantly think of that Atman as the stainless sky. Now what is that Atman that I have to meditate on? Again we have to refer to Swamiji, who has made it so easy for us to understand the Upanishads. He says, I have not talked, I have not lectured anything but the Upanishads. The one message by meditating on this is fearlessness, fearlessness, oh man, fearlessness. So Swamiji says in Gnana Yoga, chapter called the Atman, this will be our base. On this we try to understand Shankara. It is the only reality. It is the only one reality. It is this table. It is the audience before me. It is the wall. It is everything minus the name and form. Now just a little explanation here. What is this called? This 2 feet by 2 feet is called a bench, a desk, whatever, a table. But what is it? Desk or a table or a bench is a name and form given to that one substantial truth called the wood. You stand on the beach, you see a wave. What is a wave? It's only a Nama Rupa. But actually it is what? Water. It's only water. Ocean is water. That is the truth. So we are weighing the wood, not the desk or the table. But all our dialogues, our talk will be only on the desk, on the table, on the furniture. We forget the substratum, the reality behind, and go on debating about it. The wood is important. A earring, a ornament, a bracelet, a necklace. What are all these? Nama Rupa. Put that back into that fire, what happens to that? Becomes gold, liquid gold. The gold cannot be destroyed. The wood cannot be destroyed. The water cannot be destroyed. All things come and go. That is what Swamiji says. It is the wall, it is everything minus the name and form. Take away the form of the table. See? Take away the form of the table. Take away the name. What remains is that. It is. Ante. The Vedantist does not call it either he or she. These are fictions, delusions of the human brain. There is no sex in the soul. People who are under illusion, who have become like animals, see a woman or a man. Living gods do not see men or women. How can they, who are beyond everything, have any sex idea? Everyone and everything is the Atman, the self, sexless, the pure, the ever-blessed. It is the name, the form, the body, which are material, and they make all the difference. If you take away these two differences of name and form, the whole universe is one. There are no two, but one everywhere. Akhila Atma. Shankara words is Akhila Atma. You and I are one. There is neither nature nor God nor the universe, only that one infinite existence, out of which, through name and form, all these are manufactured. Then how to know the knower? The I, the observer, I, the knower. It cannot be known. How can you see your own self? You can only reflect yourself. So all this universe is the reflection of that one eternal being, the Atman. And as the reflection falls upon good or bad, so good or bad images are cast up. Thus in the murderer, the reflector is bad and not the self. In the saint, the reflector is pure, nirmalatva. The self, the Atman, is by its own nature pure. It is the same, the one existence of the universe that is reflecting itself from the lowest worm to the highest and the most perfect being. The whole of this universe is one unity, one existence, physically, mentally, morally, and spiritually. We are looking upon this one existence in different forms and creating all these images upon it. To the being who has limited himself to the condition of man, it appears as the world of man. To the being who is on a higher plane of existence, it may seem like heaven. There is but one soul in the universe, not two. It neither comes nor goes. It is neither born nor dies nor reincarnates. How can it die? Where can it go? All these heavens, all these earths, all these places are vain imaginations of the mind. They do not exist, never existed in the past, and never will exist in the future. I am omnipresent, eternal. Where can I go? Where am I not already? Akashavat sada. Where am I not already? I am reading this book of nature, page after page. I am finishing and turning over, and one dream of life after another goes away. Another page of life is turned over. Another dream of life comes. And it goes away, rolling and rolling. And when I have finished my reading, I let it go and stand aside. I throw away the book, and the whole thing is finished. He dethrones all the gods that ever existed or ever will exist in the universe and places on that throne the self of man, the Atman, higher than the sun and the moon, higher than the heavens, greater than this great universe itself. No books, no scriptures, no science can ever imagine the glory of the self that appears as man, the most glorious God that ever was, the only God that ever existed, exists or ever will exist. I am to worship therefore none but myself. I worship myself, says the Advaitist. To whom shall I bow down? I salute myself. To whom shall I go for help? Who can help me? The infinite being of the universe? These are foolish dreams, hallucinations. Whoever helped anyone? None. Wherever you see a weak man, a dualist, weeping and wailing for help from somewhere above the skies, it is because he does not know that skies also are in him. He wants help from the skies, and help comes. We see that it comes, but it comes from within himself. He gets up and opens it and finds no one there. He goes back to bed and again he hears a tap. He gets up and opens the door. Nobody is there. At last he finds that it was his own heartbeat, which he fancied was a knock at the door. Thus man, after this vain search after various gods, completes the circle and comes back to the point from which he started, the human soul, and he finds that the God whom he was searching in hill and dale, whom he was seeking in every brook, in every temple, in churches and in heavens, that God whom he was even imagining as sitting in heaven and ruling the world is his own self. I am he and he is I. None but I was God, and this little I never existed. This is the knowledge of the Atman, ATMA BODHA. This is what we have to meditate upon. Panchakosha Vivarana, cut everything. When we say this, what happens? Atmani eva akhilam drishyam. The entire world of perception should, in the self, pravilapya dhiya sudhihi, should be merged by the wise one with intelligence. What is that intelligence? Discrimination. It's not just book knowledge, it is not just some lecture. Discrimination is intelligence here. Bhavayet ekamatmanam. He should think, meditate on the one self. Ekamatmanam. Nirmala akashavat sada. As being ever uncontaminated like space, always. Always in inverted commas. Very important. Sada. So with the right attitude or the bhava towards the external world, one can successfully progress past the 4 obstacles mentioned earlier. What are the 4 obstacles? Laya, Kashaya, Vikshepa, Rasasvada. And now, the common and important Vedantic teaching that we come across again and again, that the objective world is only what? Nama, Rupa. 3 or 4 times Swamiji has mentioned in the lecture. Nama Rupa, Nama Rupa, Nama Rupa. And this Nama Rupa of the flask, this Nama Rupa of the desk, of the table is unreal. It is mithya. Time and again, this truth is stressed by Shankaracharya in his teachings and commentaries. Desk in front of you. Vedanta says there is no desk in front of you, it is wood. A piece of wood. And when we say there is no desk in front of you, majority of the people will be stunned. Why Swamiji, desk is there, bench is there, table is there, chair is there. Yes, snake also is there. Mirage also is there. Maru Marichika is there. And there is a rabbit with 2 horns, and there is a flower in the space, there is a silver in the coin, in the shell, everything is there. But it is mithya. You see a tiger in your dream, it is there. But when you wake up, what happens? Laya, pralaya. Pralaya comes, pralaya goes every day. Don't worry about the last pralaya. Every day we are going into pralaya. Our sleep is pralaya. And waking up is the higher consciousness. This drama is going on, tug of war is going. The more you wake up, the better. The more you sleep, the more times you have to visit RTC Crossroad. To come again and again, enjoy. Nama Rupa, Nama Rupa. So people are shocked. The listeners are shocked because of this. The desk is not the truth in front of you, but the wood is the substantial truth. Appearance of the wood as a desk or a table, but in reality there is only one substance beyond the wood. Who is that? I, the observer. Chidatma. Just like the tiger in the dream, which is appearing real, but it is not substantially real. Similarly, the pure awareness, Chaitanya Avastha, in me, which illuminates for me the objects of the outer world, merges back upon itself. Just goes back into itself when the world of plurality or duality is not recognized. I'm not going to accept the world. I'm going to accept only the Atman. So when the mind is ananya, ekantavasa, it is one, quiet, single. It has no accommodation for anything else. Na kinchidapi chintayet. Nothing else will be accepted except the truth, Aham Brahmasmi. Just as the dream world has gone back and merged into the very mind that dreamt the dream, so too the world of perceptions ends in the experience of the Atman, the illuminator of all finite experiences. Do you know how long did you dream that? Dream that you were somewhere floating, that you were enjoying, that you saw a tiger, that you saw America, that you saw Europe, that you were in some village. How long? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? Do you know that? No. Similarly, in the Ajnana will put you into that condition. But in a splash, when that awareness comes, the waking state comes, the whole thing merges back from where it originated. The wave comes, just shows itself, and slowly it recedes back. Another wave comes, it recedes. Where it is going? Back to the waters. But who can do this? I am the observer, the Sudhi, the wise person. The wise person. And what is this Sudhi? Assimilation of the Vedantic teachings. It's not just talking, it is not even thinking, it's assimilating. All the talking is done, all the thinking is done, all the listening is done. Now he has to digest. This is a higher level of meditation. It is like going to the market, purchasing the vegetables, the provisions, the pappus and the uppus, everything you purchase. Come back, cook it. Even then it is separate, nama rupa. This taste, this masala, this ruchi, that ruchi. It is separate. You are going on forgetting yourself in this nama rupa. Then finally what happens? Whole cooking process, which may take 2 hours or 3 hours, is over in half an hour by swallowing. Whole thing goes inside. And after 4 or 5 hours, that also is dissolved. Show me, where is that uppu, where is that pappu, where is the masala? Whole thing has merged. You call just Annamaya Kosha. But you have done so much work. Sometime it is silence. Sri Ramakrishna's beautiful example, very raw example, very simple example of people coming for a feast. People have come for a feast. They are waiting outside, talking so loudly. Then the owner calls them inside, please come for the bandara, for the feast. All are sitting. Still talking is going on. Then they serve the salt, they serve the sweet, and serve the curry, serve some puri, some everything comes. Then the eating starts. Then 20% of the talking is stopped. Because the mouth is full of that puri and kura. And the whole thing is over by half an hour. And Sri Ramakrishna says, how he observes, you see. Says, finally, curd is given. Some will mix it with rice, some will take the curd rice. And he says, only that sound only comes. All their talking is exhausted. Slowly they are merging. Afterward, they will put a pan in their mouth, wash their hands, and afternoon or night, everything is quiet. That is the highest meditation state. Everything is silent. The food is digesting itself, going absorbed inside. What a wonderful example, day-to-day example. All the talking has stopped. So here, the Sudhi is assimilation. He has assimilated the food of Vedanta. And pravilapya, the word is used, pravilapya. What is pravilapya? He has to dissolve the whole universe into himself. Just like in the waking state, the whole dream is merged into the mind. But in the waking state also, this whole world of Nama Rupa is unreal for him. As I told earlier, like the ocean doesn't exist, only water exists in reality. The I, consciousness principle, I am like the screen on which the universe is running. This cinema is over, that cinema is over, this show is over, that timing is over, waterfalls and running, murder, blood, everything is there, but the screen remains uncontaminated. The wave cannot destroy the water, nor the ornament can destroy the gold. The world is not apart from me. Dissolving the world with one's intellect. Dhira Purusha can do it. He will just swallow the world into him. The world is what? Nama Rupa, and it's an external object only. So meditation should be on the one predominant thought. What is that one predominant thought? Aham Satyam Jagat Mithya. Aham Satyam Jagat Mithya. This is called the highest discrimination. Viveka Buddhi. Swami Brahmanandaji says, how do you discriminate? If through discrimination, this discrimination, Aham Satyam Jagat Mithya, you can impress upon your mind the joy and fullness of spiritual life and the folly of worldly attachments, it will devote itself more and more to God, and you will find yourself freed from all distracting thoughts. Now read the shloka, 39th again. How these great masters have taught us, the direct disciples have taught us to that experience. Similar language, just it's like a translation as it were. Atmanyeva khilam drishyam pravilapya dhiya sudhihi bhavayed ekamatmanam nirmala kashavat sada. Now read Brahman, listen to Brahmanji's definition of discrimination. If through discrimination you can impress upon your mind the joy and fullness of spiritual life, ekamatmanam, and the folly of worldly attachments, atmanam eva akhilam drishyam, drishyam means this world, you will find yourself freed from all distracting thoughts. Nirmala akashavat sada. Supporting this, Swami Premhanandaji, another disciple of Sri Ramakrishna, says, retire into solitude. Shankara, retire into solitude occasionally. That's why what we do here and other places, monthly retreats. Retire into solitude occasionally. Practice discrimination and self-analysis. And try to discover the subtle impressions, habits of thought and action lying dormant and hidden in the subconscious regions of the mind. Analyze yourself in solitude, find out the obstacles, and then struggle without compromise to remove them. This is the sadhana. This is the purpose. Once more, just quickly, to remind ourselves of that importance of this Ekamatmana sadhana, let us together, 38 and 39, recite once and proceed forward. 38, please. 37 also, because there is something called Nirantara Abhyasta. Evam Nirantara Abhyasta Brahmaivasmiti Vasana Haratya Vidya Vikshepad Roga Nivarasayanam विविक्तदेश आसीनः विरागो विजितेन्द्रियः भावयेदेकमात्मानं तमनन्तमनन्यधीः आत्मन्येवाखिलं दृश्यं प्रविलाप्य धिया सुधीः भावयेदेकमात्मानं निर्मलाकाशवत्सदा। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ तत्सत्। श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।